Hi, this is Savannah from Chicken Soup for the Truther's Soul, the backup channel. Um, Today I'm just going to be expanding on those tabs I said I was going to be going over, because I've really been having these open for a long time, and it's really wearing on me that I'm not getting this information out. As I discover it, I have so much more in my bookmarks, but so I discovered this website one day run by, I guess, a woman who is married to an affluent man in Orange County. It says it on the website itself. An Orange County housewife who ran for the hills. Now, you could be the judge of whether or not they're a wife or the husband. As we know with our discernment that there are many people who are playing games in this world, think that people are stupid, and won't be able to figure out that they are married to a male, or vice versa, or they're both flipped. You can take a look at this website maybe on your own time, but I wanted to go over 2 pages that are most revealing about what these people get up to, not just like regular well-to-do folks in Orange County, but celebrities who also take to these hills and have in the past and still do today. So I'm not gonna read too much. I'm just gonna scroll mostly, because the information I'm wanting to get to is at the halfway point of this article. So there's 2 spots where these people like to hang out a lot and have in the past, and this is a lot of these are the kind of places where I'm guessing not only celebrities hang out, but politicians, government agents and things, possibly underground bases, underground military bases here. I mean, it's all up in the air. Orange County, you know about that orange. Orange is 33, gematria, Jewish gematria, So orange is a big deal, since it represents 33. That's the age that Jesus died. He's confirmed it to me. I know people say he died at different ages, but he's personally confirmed that to me. And so, yeah, and they're obsessed with that, so it makes sense that this place would attract so many different kind of folks that are into similar things. It's they don't really know why they're all there, but it's just kind of like Hollywood. I saw some video from back in the 60s at an award show, and I think it was Elizabeth Taylor who came up to the camera on the red carpet before the award show. It was the Academy Awards or something, and they were I love being here. It's like a big, giant family reunion. And she said it so, I say she loosely, they said it so nonchalant, but kind of with a glint in their eye, with a twinkle, right? Like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge, right? You know how the Bible talks about people who wink. And, so, So, but one of these places that these people like to go out to have their orgies, bring their kitties, their own children, bring other children who were trafficked, animals. I mean, just objects, I don't know, just the whole range, the whole gamut. This is what God was wiping out in the flood, right? Wasn't this what God wiped out in the flood, people having sex with animals in the forest. That was giants too, having sex with animals in the forest. Giants, humans, angels, having sex. He preserved Noah and his family and their wives, and that was it. And the animals he decided could go on there and creeping things because it was just so bad. Now look at what they're doing again. Look at what they've been doing now. This is not, she published this November 22nd, 2013. At the very least, I mean, we can possibly assume some of the folks that are everyday folks who aren't celebrities who go up there are possibly into witchcraft, wizardry. Because why would they let regular people come up there with celebrities and hang out with them where they hang out? Why would they let them know where they are at, too? Because that, gives everything away. But anyway, I guess, we're in the last days, so all this darkness has to come to light. So I guess that's why they're revealing, where they've been hanging out for years. I mean, they've been hanging out. So, Lake Arrowhead. Okay. They better get used to... See how they're saying their little slice of heaven and their home? That's it. They've made their home on Earth right here. That's it. It's as good as it's going to get. You see, it looks all pretty right there in that photo. It's as good as it's going to get, too, if they don't repent, because this is it. They're making their paradise here on Earth. They've proclaimed that as such. This is their husband, the woman who wrote the article or whatever. Yeah. Doc, this kind of reminds me of a place that I really shouldn't know about either, but I do because I used to be an advocate for the gay community. I used to be into, just that whole lifestyle before God plucked me out of researching the gay people. And so this kind of reminds me of Fire Island in a way. It's where they go escape for the weekend, and they have so much more than these people are probably having, but they were just regular folks from the city. They had parties, just extravagant parties, and danced the night away at discos, and this kind of, you could say, this is the toned down modern day version, but throw some celebrities in, some more ritzy folks in. See how they have their boats set up? They got yacht club. We got a yacht club. Keep on mentioning heaven. It's literally way better in heaven. He literally has gone to prepare a place for you, and mansions galore, gold streets. There's all these jewels everywhere, real jewels that they make in heaven. Is way better than heaven in heaven. This is not heaven. Nowhere close. See, they're talking about... See how she's calling somebody else cute, and she just got done showing her husband, so they're very, non-monogamous. They're giving that away. They have an air of fluidity. Yeah. Yup. I'm sure they have a gate, too, at the end of this road, because they're not letting anybody in. They're not just letting anybody in. I can guarantee you that. There's probably a gate, electrified guards, people in the woods posted with snipers and night vision stuff going on at night. Make sure no one intrudes when they're having their exclusive parties. I mean, you really think that they're just going to let somebody ride down there and walk up on whatever they're doing? No. No, and here's what I'm saying is they're probably underground, more than likely anyway, because they're at a mountain. They're right next to a mountain, and you know what it says in the Bible too. It's probably one of their getaway places right now during the COVID-19 fake crisis, where they go and hide out, like in Denver, Colorado, how they're hanging out under the airport and in the surrounding area, so that they can escape judgment, but it's not going to work. Some other houses that, aren't there. Oh, look, they're saying who lived there. Who? Tom Selleck. What the world? No way. So, just Tom Selleck's just randomly hanging out there with random housewives from Orange County? Hmm. You know, that's not normal. Could be a cult, you know, people in it who aren't well known, mixed in with celebrities. Like I said, there's a whole lot of options here, but look at, they're about to go into it. Many celebrities call Lake Arrowhead home. Are you impressed? Like the opposite of impressed. Hey, I'll admit I left Orange County to escape all that keeping up with the Joneses stuff. But Beach Boy Brian Wilson used to own this home pictured above. Yeah. So they're just gonna go chill out with regular folks on the water. Yeah, that makes sense. And Patrick Swayze. Patrick Swayze lived here too. But they don't have his house pictured. No big deal. I mean, these people were regular folks. They just went and took like a ton of oaths, moved up very high, which in my opinion is very low, and they became a household name and they're worshipped as gods. And there's literally nothing that's special about them. It's just a mere fact that regular folks they don't want around. They don't want to even date. They're not allowed to date them because the things that they do, it must be kept secret. Yeah, she's gonna keep on going here. She's talking about late night talk show host that lives at the house I just scrolled past. A rock star made music or makes music here. Apparently Shirley Temple, we should know, a lot of people know that Shirley Temple was abused to the nth degree as a child star. And then, like, they started working for, like, the government. Like, huh? You know, like, they became, like, they went from, no doubt, the abuse, most likely an abuser. Like, if you've ever heard of that book, Thanks for the Memories. I mean, it sounds like they went from being passed around to the highest elites to being a part of the elite, and now running the rituals and everything else that goes along with it. Anyway, I mean, you got people from old Hollywood here that were there. Bugsy Siegel, Doris Day, June Lockhart, Dick Clark, Liberace, John Candy, the later on star, Roseanne Barr, Heather Locklear, Mark Harmon, Paul Dauber. I don't know that last one. So they keep on calling it paradise and all that. Like literally the opposite of paradise, because we all know that if you don't repent, you live it up here on earth, and you think that it's going to go great when you go bye-bye, it's not going to happen. Like, so, but that's one of the places that they hang out, Lake Arrowhead. And Big Bear is another place that they hang out too, Big Bear Lake. And all the lakefront cabins and stuff, which this one is probably shorter. Yeah, I forgot to mention, I did look this up further, and Marilyn Monroe was down here back in the day too. So when people hear those stories about, oh, like they could never go home, they were always taken to like undisclosed locations after work, and they were doing very bad things to them. This is probably one of those places. Yeah, they didn't list it here. I don't know why. But, yeah, so Rebecca Raman, I don't know how to say their name. Ramajan, and Jerry O'Connell. Jerry O'Connell is that guy from Stand By Me. This is actually located on National Forest land. So it's under Forest Service management. And that means there could be all kinds of things like what I was talking about earlier, most definitely going on. As we know, a lot of disappearances occur on national parks. I mean, what better place? They're like waiting to cover up things there. And these people talk about the most dangerous game, and they let kids go running in the forest, see how fast they can run until they can catch them, and then they end up finding their skull and bones later. I mean, in some tree stump. And then they go and tell the authorities, and that's who they go tell, those who are over the national park, like the police over the national park. They're not going to tell the local police. I can go ahead and tell you that right now, that they're waiting to cover that kind of stuff up. They've been prompted, they've been trained to do that too. In a place like that, all those trees, see how many trees are in back of them, and it goes up into a huge mountain range that goes on for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. And so when somebody goes missing, what do you think happens? They have rocky precipices, dangerous, rocky places. If you fall down, what do you think they're going to do about it if they intentionally made that happen? Like, no. But anyway, I just thought it was interesting to note this because you gotta wonder why these celebrities would like to escape out here to this secluded place. It's just nothing around for miles. And miles. And miles. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I thought that was interesting to note. So anyways, I thank you for watching and listening, and I hope that you have a blessed day in Jesus Christ's name.